Hi, this is Enrique. Welcome back to my channel. Today, I received a pretty decent order from SD Bullion. So last month, I decided to order several silver coins, and I'd like to show them every single day. In December, I will be showing different silver coins that I have purchased here from SD Bullion. And I'll go ahead and provide a description of it. If you do want to purchase it, I'll go ahead and I'll leave a link on the description of this video. So the first coin that I do have for you is this one right here. This is a 2020 2-ounce Queen's Beast's White Horse of Hanover silver coin. So it's very, very nice. It's 2 ounces. And like I said, this can be purchased. It's pretty nice to be able to transfer some fiat currency. And I think it's very important for everybody to be trying to at least purchase some of these metals little by little. It doesn't have to be anything too big. Even if you do it once a month or once a week, as much as you can afford every paycheck, get a little bit of your money and stack some metals. I do have another coin here. There's a second one. So this one right here, it's a 2023 1-ounce Perth Mint silver Lunar rabbit coin. And you could see here, very, very nice design. I love these coins, love hanging on to them. It's a very good way to be able to protect your wealth. So again, buy what you can afford. This is what I'm doing. And like I said, I will be showcasing more of these coins this month. It was a pretty decent order. So stay tuned for my other videos, and I'll be presenting these as we go along. So today's topic, I would like to talk a little bit about fear. I myself, throughout the years, have made a lot of decisions, and usually the best decisions that I've done over the years, the way that I've been able to get to where I'm at right now, is to be able to overcome my fear. Whether it be to start a new business or to meet new people, the way that I've been able to get ahead is by acknowledging that I have the fear of maybe going to a new event or maybe starting a new business venture. I'll actually talk to people that I know close to me about this fear, and sometimes people will motivate me, or they'll give me ideas as to why I should go ahead and do it. And sometimes I start small, baby steps, right? So if you are fearful of being around a large group of people, maybe try to find smaller groups that you can join to be able to try to meet new friendships. Or same thing with the business. Sometimes it's difficult for you to start a new business. Find out exactly what is it that you're fearful of. Maybe you don't want to have criticism, which in my opinion, I think it's very important for you to allow people to criticize you, because that is what makes you grow. You have to be able to accept it and learn from it. Not all criticism is bad. I know that when I started my businesses, I've had several businesses over the years, and I've made mistakes along the way. And the way you usually find out is people will point them out. And a lot of it is actually, it's good, because then you can work on it and get better at your trade. Also, one of the things that really does help people as well is meditation. It's very important for you to have time for yourself, to not be engaged in the media, or sometimes it's good to take a social media break and other types of entertainment that can cloud your judgment. So a lot of times what ends up happening is you start comparing yourself to others. Maybe you have started a new venture, or you're trying something new, and then you go online or you go on your phone, social media, and you see that other people have done certain things, or maybe they are going through life and being able to accomplish certain things faster than you are. The other day I spoke about this in another video. It's very important not to compare yourself with your neighbors or your family or your friends. Everybody has their own way of doing things, and some people get to certain stages faster in life, but it's not about that. It's about the quality of life. It's up to you. You are the one that's in control of your decisions. And if you are lazy, or if you are not as dedicated as other people, maybe that's why you haven't been able to get to your objectives as fast as they are. So that's another thing too, that on top of people being fearful to try to get to their objectives, maybe that also they're just not as dedicated. That's also something that you, in order for you to get results, you actually have to put dedication in, which means you have to be able to wake up early in the morning sometimes, or you have to put in those extra hours. Maybe you're an employee at a firm, but you want to start a new side business. You have to put in the hours, you have to put in the sweat equity to be able to get results. And a lot of people think as long as they open up their new venture, that the business is going to flock in. But in reality, it doesn't work that way. Everybody that I've met that has a successful business, they've put in a lot of work into a lot of sweat equity, a lot of extra hours. And so you do have to go through some very painful times to have a successful venture or to have successful friendships or relationships with people. You have to put in the effort. If you want to have good friendships, if you want to have people close to you that appreciate you, you also have to put in the effort to be able to listen to their needs as well. Everything in life is not just about receiving, it's also about giving. That's why other people that I know and myself, I like to give as much as I can, it within my means, because I know that when I give, I will receive. And in this world, everything goes around in circles. If you just take, then people will notice that. And you won't attract the right circle of people around you either. Going back into the subject of fear, years ago, I wanted to start going to the gym again. I didn't have people, the proper people to guide me on how to get better at powerlifting. But once I found the right person to be able to guide me, I became better at it. And again, it's all repetition. I think a lot of people too forget that if you want to get good at something, you have to do a lot of repetition for anything. Going to the gym, you want to get good at lifting weights, you have to keep doing it over and over again. And eventually, you will develop muscle memory. Or for instance, earlier this year, I joined the boxing gym. And at the very beginning, I had a lot of trouble with my reflexes. But again, I put in the time and effort week after week after week. And people around me notice that I do get better. And again, it's not like I'm going to become good within a month or two. This takes months to be able to develop good habits. If you join a jiu-jitsu class or any type of activity that involves you getting good at ground game, that also requires for you to go frequently and to be able to learn from the instructors. That's what they're there for. If you have a very good instructor at anything you do, whether it be learning a new skill on the computer or to be able to go to the gym or any other type of skill that will make your life better, you have to do a lot of repetition. I know that when I started using computers when I was younger, it was the same thing. I had exposure to a computer at a very young age, had exposure to the typewriter. And the more that I used this equipment, the better I got at it. That it required hours and hours and hours of exposure and repetition to be able to get good at something. I really do think that these are little things that everybody has to acknowledge, that fear is what holds a lot of people back to make good decisions in life. Earlier this year, I did sell some stock, and I had one video also where I mentioned that I did sell some Tesla stock as well, which I felt I just had too much of it for my own personal like. I decided to put that money elsewhere. And then there's people that are going to say you shouldn't sell it, right? People say you should hold on. And yes, Tesla stock has gone up. And there's other people that have maybe held on to some cryptocurrency years ago and maybe they sold it. Where right now, maybe they say if I would have held on to it, right now, maybe I would have several $100,000, or maybe there's people that would be millionaires right now. But what holds you back from actually making the decision to sell an asset, maybe you have a home as well. What holds you back is the fear, right? But you have to be confident in the decisions that you make. So you as an individual also, whenever you do decide to take the step to do something, you have to be confident in your decisions. It doesn't matter what happens in the future. If you sell a house today for 500,000 and 2 years from now it's 700,000, if that's the value of the property, you have to just shrug it off and move on with life. Fear is what holds you back of what people may think. But at the end of the day, these are things that'll help you. So in the future, you develop a better circle of friends. All of this comes back. Like I said, it's all about recognizing what is it that's causing your fear and take action to have a better life. I appreciate all the subscribers that I've got so far. My channel has grown very well. I've got a lot of positive feedback, and I've got a couple criticisms here and there. But again, all that criticism, all it does is it makes me grow as a person. So I welcome people to continue commenting on my channel, and I'll go ahead and I'll see you on the next one. Take care.